Well, here I am downtown Charlottetown on a Monday night. Beautiful, just a beautiful Monday night. 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 26 Celsius. I'm right in front of the Confederation building, under construction, but good place to seem to start this little tour. Just a nice little lovely breeze tonight. So there's a place over there called the Home and Grand Hotel, and it's one of the nicer kind of luxury style motels in the Charlottetown area. So this here is the Confederation Center of the Arts. I've been in there with Anna and myself many times watching different shows. Right now I think the Jersey Boy are having a show in there running for a month. Of course, Anne of Green Gables, it runs regularly in there. It's a very busy place, especially in the summertime. So this area here we're on, that we just walked down, was Grafton Street. And Queen Street is the main drag. You see an awful lot of restaurants that have outdoor patios.
다 일본에서 만든 거잖아.
Many times throughout this summer, you'll come down to downtown Charlottetown, and this road we're on, Queen Street, from about those traffic lights there down, will be completely blocked off. Then they just have a street fair that literally runs right down to the water. It's fantastic. This is one of those streets I was talking about, Queen Square they call it. And as you can see, they've taken many of these streets and just shut them down completely. I said, okay, these are going to be restaurants. And wow, what a spot. Worth taking a walk through. Let's try it. Not unusual here to have a band on, and looks like there's one going to get ready to play. So I will eventually come back and finish Queen Street at the bottom, but in this meantime I'm going to go down here a street called Great George, and down at the bottom we're going to be by the water. And this is a fantastic place. There's pretty much no area in downtown Charlottetown, especially on an evening like this, that's just not perfect. It is perfect. And the smells of food are just driving me crazy. They're really good.
On his yacht.
So right here is St. Dunstan's Basilica Church, opened in 1919, been around for a long time. So down in the area we're coming down to, you can see ahead of us, is a large park with a whole bunch of shops. There's usually music being played. It's a place called Peaks Quay, and it's just a get-together spot on the water. Very nice, and we're going to spend some time down there so I can show you a little bit. Just a chip shack made of great French fries. Beach Company, all kinds of retail in this area. So even on a Monday night, you can see the sign there, Peaks Quay Restaurant and Bar. I may stop in there later and have a bite to eat. Can't beat anything that's beside the water. So way over across is a place called the Lobster Wharf, which is I was looking for a lobster roll tonight. But on Mondays is their one day they're closed, which was just unfortunate for me. So I'll be looking around for other places. Fishing boats, as well as pleasure boats, as well as tour boats, all in here. Very nice. And on the top there you can see the sign. It says Peaks Quay on the top of the outdoor patio. And that's a great place to eat. Chip Shack's got lots of stuff over there. This is lobster rolls and more. I'll take a look at that. So, a new idea that's been had here is these floating cabins. So these are actual rentals. Right on the water, right downtown Charlottetown. No idea how much they cost. But you know, what a great idea. People want to, some of them on the middle ones there I didn't notice have got a deck on the top. Fantastic. Sailor people are out on this, like I say, beautiful evening. Make my way back over to Peaks Quay. It comes around, there's some retail shops in around that area. Pick up, take a look at.
So we have to go home now. No, we are. We're going home. The kids will go
Very nice. Often they'll have music. I don't see any tonight. How's ice cream? Big hit. Kayaks and sea-doo rentals.
What's so high?
Let's see if there's any spots upstairs. There's Dave's Lobster Shack. Something to look at. I am looking for a lobster roll. But we will see. So this is Tito's handmade vodka. They have a little area here. Food, drinks, a little place to sit outside. Fantastic little spot. It's been around here for a lot of years. East Coast Dockside Drinkery. Jet ski going. So we're walking around the outside of the piers here. I was on the other side a minute ago. You can see those little floating cabanas there, cottages. Just beautiful down here. It's actually cooled off a little bit. I don't have my phone out, but I'm guessing just from experience, we're down into 22, 23C, 70F. You know, it's really cool. The sun's kind of going down. Just fantastic. Boats coming and going.
What do you think?
It's a convention center of sorts, but it's operated very.
A little bit breezy out here. It might be hard to hear me. I apologize. But I had to come around because this is where they have their sign on the waterfront. A lot of people take pictures. No cruise ships in today, but if there were cruise ships in, they'd be along that whole border there and come in. It's just a great spot to get off of a cruise ship and come around and want to see what Charlottetown's like, because you're right downtown. It's fantastic. So ahead of us here, way up that hill, is where I cut off to go see the the little street I showed you with all the restaurants. So we're coming back up on that side so you can get a little look yourself. And we're on the back side. You may have saw this building as we were walking around. It's the Prince Edward Island Convention Center. And of course, just as the name implies, when you have big, large events, this is the place to be. A larger marina over there, as you can tell. A lot of sailboats. Associated with the convention center, of course, is the motel, and it's the Delta. I have played golf all day in 90-degree heat, and I could use a beer just about any time now. So anytime I see a spot that looks like it would be a beautiful spot to sit down and enjoy one, I am going to stop and have it. Bunch of mans. There's a different spot back here. It looks like an open area, which I wasn't aware of. The Merchant Man Fresh Seafood and Oyster Bar. That looks busy. Maybe I'd be better off moving around. Mondays in July, downtown Charlottetown. Plates. Not in the mood for pizza today. Well, long before I met my wife, and I was back in university days in the 1980s, early 80s, 80, 81, 82. Long time ago, this restaurant right here, the Canton, was here, and it's still here. I have no idea if somebody in the same family kept it running, but just a great little, you know, Chinese food place that everybody loved. Winston Churchill's is another place I have been in. Now, I'm sorry to say, I look and see that that's closed, but I can't on. But maybe it's just closed on Monday, because it looks like there's stuff inside. I mentioned a little while ago the Confederation Center, the Jersey boys were having a play. But I do know I'm enjoying this, because we all know it doesn't take long before summer becomes winter. Actually, I may end up going right up back on the street that we came down and see if the music's playing yet. If it is, I might be able to find a spot to listen and have a beer. Sea Rocket Oyster House. I'm not in the mood for oysters. Not a big oyster guy.
that's good. 'Cause there's...
So now we're coming back up the way we came back down. There's a place up here called Hunter's Corner. I end up in there a lot. It has a place called the Factory, Hunter's Ale House, Charlottetown Beer Festival area. That seems like a place that I might plunk myself tonight and see what they have for victuals, because I am starting to get hungry too, and I just don't know if I'm going to be able to find that seafood blast I was hoping for. We'll see. So now just made a little turn off of Queen Street onto Kent Street, all downtown area, and we'll cross a couple of more streets and we'll get over to what I call the Hunter's Corner, where there's lots of places to eat, drink, and just kind of socialize. Again, I don't know how happening they are on a Monday night, but we'll take a look. Taste of India. All of the areas from just walking downtown tonight, you can see the varied restaurants and the varied representation from the world for food. It's amazing. I've got to move here. We've got 10 seconds on this. Brits Fish and Chips is another good place. I've eaten in there. Pop Yard. Not familiar with that place. Arts Hotel, Cafe and Music Hall. Pony Boat. Not sure what that is either. Now we're coming up to that corner, Hunter's Corner. On the left of those lights is the actual pub restaurant called Hunter's. Across the street, when I get by this construction, you'll see a sign there that says the Charlottetown Beer Garden. It's just a name. It's basically a restaurant. They play music. It's kind of cool. Factories in behind Hunter's. Another restaurant. It's a good area to pop into. Somebody's playing someplace. Just me, nobody else in this bar. A beer, my phone, and soon to be food. And there's my meal, an Ale House burger. Looking forward to that.